Hey everyone, I'm Fox 19 Now, First Alert Meteorologist Anna DuVall, here with your forecast update. The first thing I wanted to do was kind of run through a time lapse of today because we've just had such a beautiful day out there today. So we're going to run through that real quickly so everyone can see how pretty today was. So we had a beautiful sunrise this morning, minimal clouds through the morning hours, but then we started to pick some more of those clouds up by the later afternoon. You can see that kind of provided some shade into the afternoon. We didn't get as high in our temperatures as we normally would here because we just had so many clouds out there blocking the sun. So a beautiful day out there today. So we'll go through our headlines here for everyone so we know what our weather story is. So today and yesterday were one of the most comfortable weekends we've had for the entire summer here. It's felt really nice. There hasn't been much rain, maybe a few isolated showers here and there, but overall it's been mostly dry, pretty comfortable, low humidity, not so hot outside. So it's been a great weekend so far, but we do have some seasonable heat returning into the forecast by the end of the week here. And we also have some storm chances into next week. So we do have some changes on the way here, but for now we're still pretty much in that same ballpark with the clouds and comfortable conditions. So this is what it's looking like right now. Just some clouds across the Queen City here, but overall a very pleasant day if you're out and about. Still feels pretty good, 80 degrees out there. A little bit of a breeze. This might be helping it make it feel to you like a little cooler, but the sun is still blazing down this afternoon here. So let's go ahead and track through what tonight is going to look like. Our low for tonight is 64 degrees, but by 7 p.m. we'll be at 79, 74 by 9. And then we'll dip into those low 70s into those overnight hours and slowly make our way to those lower 60s there by 7 a.m. So a really cool night. This is actually going to be one of our coolest nights of the week here. We aren't going to get, it will still be around in the 60s here for our overnight lows, but this is definitely one of our more cooler ones. We have some clouds that'll break up overnight here, and that'll allow some of this heat to escape some of the other nights because we have rain chances and storms moving through the overnight. There'll be some cloud cover and that will block anything from leaving and to keep our temperatures pretty warm in the overnight hours here. So tomorrow morning, this is what we're looking like outside. The airport at 66, Harrison at 62, as well as Hamilton and Middletown. Wilmington is going to be our coolest spot at 59 degrees tomorrow morning. So definitely going to be really cool out there. I don't know about you guys, but this seems like jacket weather to me. If anybody's on here who's never met me, I'm from Alabama, so this is definitely a little cooler than what we're feeling where I'm from right now. So definitely the type of day what I like to call where it's heat in the morning and AC in the afternoon, because it's going to be pretty chilly and cool and nice feeling. So you're going to need a little bit of a light jacket or a sweatshirt heading out the door. But by the afternoon hours, we're going to warm up pretty quickly. So we're going to need to put that AC back on by the afternoon hours. That's just what I like to call it here, just because I get cold really easily. So that's just me. For tomorrow here, 83 degrees will be our high temperature. We'll continue to have this easterly wind component with us. Some partly cloudy skies, so basically we'll have a lot of sunshine out there, a little bit below what our normal is. Our normal is 86, so it's just slightly below that. If you're heading out to the Cincinnati Open starting on Tuesday here, we do have some storm chances coming into the forecast on Tuesday and Wednesday. 84 degrees on Tuesday, 86 Wednesday. You see we'll ramp up by the weekend here, but we do have a couple good days. Thursday and Friday aren't really looking all that rainy out there, but Saturday is when that rain comes back into the forecast here. So like I said, we do have those storm chances ahead. Just want to give you that first alert for our Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to see some storm chances, pretty low percentage, but definitely some chances of some scattering storms out there. And then Saturday is our next chance after that. So we can really see that here if you're a visual learner like I am. I like to see a bar graph of all of that. So here's today. We have that isolated shower and storm chance into these evening hours tonight. Now we do have widely scattered storms. Possibly this is mainly before 2 a.m. on Monday. So most of us will be asleep when this happens here, but then on Tuesday and Wednesday, widely scattered showers and storms throughout the day. We'll go through all of that here in just a second. Thursday and Friday, again, just those scattered showers, very isolated in nature here, much like what we see today. Majority of people are staying dry. If you see a little pop-up shower, it should be gone pretty quickly here. Saturday is our next bigger chance here. You can see that's the highest marker on our list for those widely scattered to almost scattered showers and storms there. So let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks like outside right now for all of us. So here is our satellite and radar. You can see some storm systems that are going on over in Nebraska and Kansas area, as well as some Colorado storms. We also have some storms over Tennessee, parts of Kentucky, North Carolina area. As you can see, we have this high pressure system over Pennsylvania, and this is helping circulate some drier air in, and we're less humid here. We just have some clouds kind of making its way in to our area right now, but it really is keeping us mostly clear and mostly dry for the next couple of days. It's going to move out once we get into tomorrow, and the next day it'll slowly push its way out, and that's when we start to see that increase in storm chances onto your Tuesday here. So we're going to go ahead and look at our future cast here so we can track out everything for everyone. Like I said, a couple isolated shower chances can't be rolled out for tonight. Now, they might just be very spotty in nature and pass on through into the early morning hours. In Monday, we might see some scattering of some storms. You can see that here. Just a few heavier pockets here or there. This is 4:30 tomorrow morning. So we might see some of those scatterings, and that'll continue into those early morning hours on Monday here. So just a few of those storms. If you're going out there for your morning commute, you might run into a stray shower or two. Most of those pretty weak in nature, but definitely could cause some issues if we see some of these heavier pockets start to shift over our area for your morning commute tomorrow. This is at 1 p.m. though. Just a few of those thunderstorms still popping up in the area. This will continue throughout your Monday here. So we'll see those scatterings, and then we'll move into Tuesday. Tuesday, mostly the same story here. You can see just very scattered showers and storms moving through the area. You can see some heavier pockets here. This is 10 a.m. This could definitely affect some of your commutes heading off to work on your Tuesday. These shouldn't linger around too long here. You can see they don't really stay in one place. They're kind of moving around here. Not everyone will see rain, but definitely some scatterings of some showers and storms moving into your Tuesday there. Now we can go on, so I can show you this longer range model. Now, when we show you a longer range model, this just means that they can't pinpoint exactly who and when it's going to see rain. It just shows you where that higher amount of rainfall is for the day, sort of. So it's just showing you, it can't show you exact locations, but it's showing you that there is a possibility of seeing some rain across the area. So this is this is Tuesday, 5:30 in the morning, and then we move on to Wednesday. You can see that, we'll move back to Tuesday here. You can see a lot of us showing that we're going to see some rain here, and that'll continue into Wednesday, staying mostly dry there. Thursday, some of that rain moves back in, but again, most of us staying dry, but just because this isn't showing rain doesn't mean that we won't be seeing rain. It just means that there won't be really any of those heavier pockets of rain they're not popping up on our future cast here. Again, Friday 4 p.m. showing some rain here, and into Saturday afternoon. So we're kind of going into this rainy pattern once again. It's like we're always trading off between some showers, some storms, or heat. We keep flipping back and forth. We had a couple of these dry, cool days, and it's been so nice, but now we're back to this rainy pattern where we'll see rain almost every day over the next couple of days here. So we can move on. I have something to show you that doesn't really have anything to do with this rain, but I wanted to point out what's going on the Carolina coasts here. So you can see this giant red X here. This is AL95. In the next 2 days, it has a 70% chance of developing into a tropical storm. And then again, it has that same chance for the next 5 days here. We also have a low chance off of South Carolina and North Carolina there. So that's just another area where the National Hurricane Center is watching that. We also have a bigger chunk of land over in the water over here. So you can see this orange bubble has that medium risk, about a 50% chance of developing off the coast there. The good news is with the 70% red X here, it is looking like if it does develop, it will be moving away from the U.S. So that is good news for us. But we can also see that. I can pull it up on our satellite and radar here. If you give me just a second, we can move over to show you what this is looking like right now. So this is what it looks like off the coast. You can see it's sort of spinning here and bubbling up. This is that low pressure system that's starting to develop over the water here that has that 70% chance of developing into a tropical storm. So this is what that looks like right now on our satellite and radar. You can see really those clouds starting to boil up there. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a tropics update if you have any plans for these last couple days of summer here. We can go back and we'll track through some of that rainy pattern. Once again, I see we do have a question about that, so let's go into tomorrow. This is tonight at 8:30, a couple lingering isolated showers here. Moving into tomorrow morning, this is 2:30. Most of us will be asleep, but you know, just some passing showers, most of us staying dry through those overnight and early morning hours, especially for your commute tomorrow morning. But then we really start to see a pretty good chunk of rain by tomorrow evening here. Most of us looking like we're going to stay dry, but again, this is a model, so these storm chances could start making their way into our area as we progress closer and closer to this event. But we do have a couple of heavier pockets of rain over in Indiana here, just a few scattering showers over our area by tomorrow evening. So it's not looking like it's going to be a total washout of your Monday by any means. Maybe just a few pockets of showers and storms. So we can go back a little bit so we can really nail down some of this timing for everyone that's listening here. 1:30 p.m. you can see just a few of those isolated storms there just south of Indianapolis. You can see that we're just seeing a couple of those showers and storms in our DMA here. That's at 1:30. We move a little bit further. Again, they're really just some light scattering of some storms at 4:30, and this will continue to be the case into the evening. This is 6:30. This is some of the heavier rain that our area will be seeing over the next day here, unless something changes. And of course, we'll always keep you guys updated when this changes here, but it's not looking like we're going to see very many strong downpours with this event on Monday. Just a few of those scattered showers that are moving pretty quickly. There's been a pretty good wind that's going along with this that should help push these out here. This is 9 p.m. like I was showing you earlier, and then that'll continue into the evening. Most people will stay dry for our Monday, but there is some chances of seeing multiple rounds of some showers moving through the same areas. That's what it looks like here, which could lead to some isolated flooding as well if the same areas continue to get impacted by this rain. This will linger on into Tuesday, and then we'll see rain for most of our Tuesday here. This is when the most rain is expected to be in our area. Definitely more rain on Tuesday than we're expected to see for our Monday here. So that's a little update for the rain. We can go through our long range model once again. Like I said, you can't pinpoint exact things on long range models, just that a general overview of rain that we might see. So you saw some rain for that Tuesday. This is Wednesday. It's looking like it's clear, but don't let that deceive you. We are expecting to see some rain on Wednesday here. It's a very small chance, but this really is not going to pick up on individual scattereds of storms, especially if they're very light in nature. This will really only pick up if there's pretty significant amount of rain or rain that continuously moves over an area here. So it's moving to Wednesday at 5 p.m. Here we go. Now we start to see some more of that rain move into the area. A lot of us staying dry, but again, could definitely see some scattering of some showers and storms. If we move into Thursday, the same story applies. And we'll just continue into this rainy pattern. You can see Friday evening, seeing some rainfall as well. And then Saturday is one of our bigger rainfall days. You can see most of the area seeing some rain here on Saturday. Okay, so like I said, moving into a rainy pattern. You can see that for our Sunday too. Even 7 days out, we can see that we're expecting some rainfall here. So we can move on to our tomorrow forecast here. So let's go ahead and break down what tomorrow is going to be like. Our high is 83 degrees. 7 a.m. is going to be 63. If you were me, you'd be wearing a jacket because I think it's going to be kind of cold out there, just my opinion. 69 degrees by 9 a.m. We'll warm up quite quickly. You can see that jump there. 11 a.m., 75 degrees. We'll be in those low 80s by the afternoon. We'll start to dip back off right around that sunset hour there, around 7 p.m. So sun was going to set around 8:48, I think, tomorrow afternoon. So that's when that sun will start to set and the temperatures will go right on down with it here. So let's take a look at our muggy meter. I know everyone's been enjoying the not so humid temperatures outside and not so humid conditions. It's good. It's still pretty solid. We are still in this comfortable range right now. You can see kind of going up and down in this muggy category. We used to be up here in this tropical for about a week straight, so this will do. We can definitely manage a couple days of feeling a little bit humid, a little bit more muggy, but you can see we get into that very humid range as we reach the end of the week here, but we do still have a couple of days where that relief is here with us. Let's take a look at this. This is always one of my favorite graphics to show. There's the 24-hour temperature change here. You can see all of us are warmer right now than this time yesterday. So 4 degrees warmer in Batesville as well as Harrison, 3 degrees warmer at the airport there, 5 degrees warmer in Wilmington, 2 degrees warmer in Middletown, 5 degrees warmer in Richmond. So feeling pretty warm out there, but again, it is pretty seasonable. We are below our normal right now, and it's way less humid, so it doesn't even feel like it's that warm outside. I know I went out there with a sweatshirt earlier today. That's why I wanted to show this seasonal directory here. Again, this is just what I think seasons are like. So we have that sticky air. That's just when it's humid outside, air you could wear. When you breathe in, you feel like you're inhaling water. That's really sticky air out there. Storm popcorn is just when we have those pop-up showers and storms, and that will be the case moving into the week ahead. But for right now, we are in this crisp tease, almost like a false fall. So it's feeling like it's fall out there again. Need that heat in the morning, but the AC in the afternoon. That's where we are right now. We're not so much into fall. We haven't really hit those cold months yet, but for now, we're in that crisp tease outside. So everyone's getting really excited for fall. I know that if you go to any of the stores, everyone is selling those Halloween decorations already, getting ready for the holidays. I know everyone's super excited for that. But let's go ahead for your checklist. If you're going out there, we still have some time. You definitely need some water still. It's still hot. Definitely need some sunscreen if you're sitting by the pool. The UV is still pretty high for right now. Sunglasses always a must on a perfect Sunday day like today. Now, I know everyone saw us showing this graphic last week over and over and over, but I wanted to show you that it can look better on our heat index values. 87 degrees for our heat index for our Monday, and we can move that forward to our Tuesday, 89 degrees, feeling more like our temperatures outside, feeling like 93 on Wednesday, a little hot there, but not in those triple digits, so feeling a little bit better than we were last week for sure. Let's go ahead and get into the next 7 days so we can kind of break that down for everyone here. So here's what we're looking like for our Monday. Partly cloudy skies. Again, we do have that rain chance coming into the forecast. It's just a little lower, so it doesn't really show it on our 7 day. It doesn't reflect as much, but 83 degrees is our high. Spotty storms and come on Tuesday and on Wednesday. You can see we're starting to ramp up in our temperatures here. And then as we move into our Thursday, Friday, that's when we start to see some drier conditions move in, and those temperatures continue to warm. You can see 89, 89, 89. Really warm out there. Some spotty showers and storms are expected for the next couple of days here. So it's going to be hot, but that humidity really doesn't ramp up until the end of the week here. So we'll continue to track out those showers and storms for everyone as we move a little bit closer to them. And as always, you guys can come and watch me at 10, and we'll have some more details because we'll be a little bit closer to that rain, and we'll have another full update for you guys. At 10 o'clock. I'm going to make this full screen so everyone can see it before I go here, and I hope everyone has a great rest of your Sunday and a safe drive to work tomorrow. Have a good day.